Abandoned house number 39. In a remote village in Japan, there was an abandoned house that had been left untouched for many years. The locals whispered that it was haunted, as multiple unexplained disappearances had occurred there. In 2003, a group of 4 young people decided to explore the abandoned house at night. They brought flashlights, a camera, and a voice recorder to document their experience. As they stepped inside, they noticed that everything was covered in dust, yet the furniture remained neatly arranged. On the dining table, bowls and chopsticks were still placed, as if someone had just finished a meal but had vanished midway. The family photos hanging on the walls had their faces scratched out or cut apart. The group split up to investigate different rooms. One of them found an old diary with scribbled lines that read, "They are watching me. They whisper every night. I can't escape anymore." At that moment, a girl in the group let out a terrified scream. The others rushed to her and found her trembling in front of an old mirror. In the mirror's reflection, she wasn't alone. There was a dark silhouette standing behind her. But when they turned around, there was no one there. Terrified, the group decided to leave the house. However, as they rushed towards the door, one of them, Kenta, suddenly vanished. They called his name desperately, but there was no response. The police investigated but found no trace of Kenta. The camera they had brought recorded a chilling moment. Just before Kenta disappeared, there was a knocking sound from upstairs. As he walked toward the staircase, the footage suddenly became distorted, and a blurry figure appeared at the end of the hallway. Kenta's disappearance remains unsolved to this day, and house number 39 remains abandoned, with no one daring to step inside. The villagers believe that a supernatural force haunts the house, and anyone who intrudes will pay the price. At the same time, another story is happening. When I was a child, my family moved into a large, old 2-story house with large rooms and creaky floors. Both of my parents worked, so I often came home alone after school. One early afternoon, when I returned, the house was still dark. I called out, "Mom," and heard her singing voice from upstairs. "What?" I called out again as I climbed the stairs to see which room she was in, and got the same "what" response. We were decorating the house at the time. Things were still a bit messy, and I didn't know which rooms led to which rooms. But the voices came from far away, just down the hall. I felt uneasy, but I figured it was normal. So I hurried toward my mom, knowing that her presence would dispel my fears. Just as I reached for the doorknob to open it, I heard the front door downstairs open, and my mother called out, "Honey, are you home?" in a cheerful voice. I jumped back, startled, and ran down the stairs to meet her. But as I glanced back from the top of the stairs, the door slowly opened a crack. For a brief moment, I saw something strange inside, and I didn't know what it was. But it was staring at me. What will be happening next? Which is the real